Welcome back. My name is Brett. I'm a digital marketing consultant with Clickmill, and right now we are going through step by step getting you and your nonprofit organization signed up for the $10,000 a month Google Ad grant. And in this video, we are continuing on. If you're just jumping in, you're also welcome to go back and walk through these from the beginning, and you can do that at the link right below this video if you're on YouTube. Otherwise, you can just continue on. In this video, we are going to be creating an advertising campaign in Google Ads. And so this is when we're really going to be able to get into the Google Ad program and start filling it out according to the Google grant policy. And so to begin, we're just going to move right over here. So we are now in our Google Ads account, and you'll notice that it's blank. There's nothing in here. So this is a clean slate, and we're going to begin to fill this out. I will say just briefly, it's usually helpful. You can see my mouse moving here. It's usually helpful to have your nonprofit's website already pulled up, as you'll probably need to get some information off of it at some point. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to create a campaign. And so what we're going to do is we're going to make sure we're clicked on all campaigns. And once we've clicked on all campaigns, we're going to click on campaigns. Next, we are going to create new campaign. And when we create new things in Google Ads, typically all you're going to be doing is clicking on this blue plus icon. So we're going to click, and then again, we're going to create new campaign. And as we create new campaigns, we are generally going to stick to search campaigns. And this is a search campaign. There are a number of differences here. Search campaigns are the campaigns that you're going to see, the ads that you're going to see at the top of the Google search engine. And these campaigns do not involve pictures, and they're only on the search engine. The Google Ad Grant does not allow us to have a display campaign, which is an image, and those can show up in a number of different places. And then some of these other ones, of course, have different ones as well, which the Google Ad Grant does not have access to. So we're going to be limited to the search campaign, search campaign. Now, as you select the goal you would like this campaign to accomplish. So if you're somehow an e-commerce website, then you're going to want to click sales. If you, in this case, we're working with a church, and the church is going to want people to come in the door, and that means contacting them. So we're going to want to get leads to sign up with their emails. And then lastly, if you just want to get people onto your website and just kind of flood your website with traffic, I would generally say, if you can, stay away from this method. But if that is the goal, then you can, of course, do that as well. So I'm going to select leads, and then I'm going to say website visits. It's going to ask for my business website. I'm going to come here, copy and paste. I've already got the domain pulled up, and paste it here, click continue. When it comes to this next page, it's going to ask us for a campaign name. And I've seen different people and different nonprofit organizations name these all different kinds of things. I would suggest that you name them purposefully. And the reason I say that is because it can get very confusing when you begin to have 4, 5, 6, 7 campaigns for different things. And so what I would suggest is that you name your campaigns something that is going to cue you in on what your keywords are saying to your target audience. And so in this case, for new church, we are going to be creating ads that are relevant and ad groups that are relevant to churches near me. So when people in Katy, Texas are searching for a church, they are going to be seeing new church ads. And so this ad group will be church near me, or excuse me, this advertising campaign. Now, the next thing that we're going to want to do as well, and this is very important, again, we're going to unselect Google Search Partners. Google Search Partners is going to be websites who have Google AdSense on their website, and they can also show ads. The Google Ad Grant, participants in the grant are not going to be showing up on Google Search Partners, and things are not going to work out properly if we don't unselect that. The next thing is the Google Display Network. These are other affiliate websites with Google who allow picture ads to be shown, display ads, and we are not going to be doing those as well. So make sure you uncheck this. So as you scroll down here, you're going to see targeting and audiences, and this is going to be the next thing that we're looking at. And in targeted and audiences, or excuse me, in the locations tab here, I want you to just leave United States as it is, even if you're not going to be advertising to the United States as a whole. Later, we're going to go into specific location settings that are going to do a little bit better of a job than we're going to do right here. So that'll be a little more helpful later on. So leave the United States here. And then here you'll see it says location options. I want you to click down on that. Now you can do kind of what you want here, but it says target, and it says people who are interested in or show interest in your targeted locations, or people in your targeted locations. So I generally click people in your targeted locations, and that is because, for instance, if I want people to go to church in Katy, Texas, I don't want people who show interest in Katy, Texas. These people could be in Japan. So people in your targeted locations. And the reason that this is generally a preset here, people who show interest in your target location, is because those search volumes are going to be higher. So these are people who are in or show interest in. So these numbers are going to be higher, and Google's going to be able to show more ads, which means Google's going to make more money. So there's a couple settings throughout Google Ads like that, where Google kind of bumps up how much they can make. So we just got to be careful to look for that. A little motive there, but people in your targeted location, and then exclude people in or who show interest in your excluded locations. And so that's what we're going to do. And later we can look at excluded locations, but we're just going to leave that setting as it is. As we go down, generally, you're just going to come right in here, type in the languages that you want to offer. I would think generally if we're in the United States, which is where this grant is offered, generally English is probably going to be a normal option, and that's the preset. Audiences, we're just going to skip. That's not something that we need to worry about right now. Now in the budget area, budgeting and bidding, it's going to come blank, and I want you to write $329 in there. And now this is an important setting. With the Google Ad Grant, you are required to have a budget of $329. And so make sure that this is right in there. And then we're going to click down on delivery method. Okay, standard delivery is going to show your ads over the course of the whole day. Accelerated is going to basically just run through the money as quickly as possible. Now, in the case of the grant, it doesn't matter which you choose. I just personally prefer just kind of spreading it out. Gives a little bit more time to look at the analytics and look at the data and kind of make decisions. So either way, we'll leave that one. As we come down to bidding, with bidding, we are going to initially set up for clicks. Now, I will tell you this later in the course, in order to get approved for the Google Ad Grant, this setting will actually have to be conversions. Now, in order to set it up for conversions, we will need to build a landing page and to link it over to the landing page. And so for now, we're going to leave this as clicks. And then we're going to put the maximum click bid limit as $2. Now, what we're going to do later in the course is we're going to build a landing page. I'm going to show you what that looks like and what's entailed in that, and then how to actually set up conversion tracking to show what people are doing when they reach that landing page. And so just to clarify a little further, and we're going to have a whole set of videos coming up on this, but just super brief. When someone clicks on your ad, they go to a page, and we don't want them to go to your homepage, because they can just leave your homepage and we have no idea who they are. They just kind of disappear back into the abyss that is Google. And so a landing page is a page that's asking them to do specifically one thing, and it increases the rates when we have one clear message. It increases the rate with which people take action. And so that's what I'm going to show you how to set up later. And once we do that, we're going to come back into our settings and we're going to change this to conversions, and we're going to be able to track how many people are signing up on your email list or making a purchase or whatever your goal is. So that's something, again, we're going to get into later. But for now, bidding, we're going to leave clicks, and we're going to set the click to $2 per click. And as we move down, all of these right now, we don't need to really play with. We are going to go over site link extensions and call out extensions in another video. So we're going to save and continue. So as this is loaded here, this is going to tell us to set up our ad groups. And now if you remember kind of the hierarchy, the levels of Google Ads. You have finished setting up your advertising campaign, so congratulations. Now, if you want to watch the other videos on setting up ad groups and then creating ads, you can do this whole process one after the other. Google kind of provides a streamlined version. Now, I am going to show you how to set up ad groups a little bit more in detail than this, and how to choose our keywords in other videos. And so you have finished setting up your advertising campaign. So great work. For the case of these videos, if you just want to stay on par with us and just work through step by step, I am going to click cancel and leave page. And then this is specifically saying your ad groups won't be saved, and that's fine. We are going to come back into our advertising campaign later and make ad groups. So we've just clicked the leave button. And once we've done so, you can see us back here on our just normal account settings, and you can see that it's no longer empty, and we have Church Near Me advertising campaign set up. So great work. In the next video, we're going to be looking at how to set up ad groups within this advertising campaign, and I look forward to seeing you in the very next video.